It is Web Chronicle.
Yay.
And we're talking about a family secrets.
I know that that's not my son's baby. If you don't tell him, I will. You have until this day. So
I'm delightful. If I was your child, I would be your favorite.
He supposedly pushed him off the cliff.
Maybe that's where Esther got
Whoa.
her savageness from.
Whoa, Esther. Okay, like you just said that like so casually.
Our grandma getting knocked up saved an entire branch of our family tree.
Wow.
He apologized for not being in my life and cried while telling me he was dying of pancreatic cancer.
Wow.
And didn't want to go without meeting me. So he left her at an orphanage in Brooklyn and moved to Europe to start a new family.
Oh,
My
okay.
dad killed a guy and never told us.
Whoa.
I found out on Google one day. I found a secret email account through which he was messaging his mistress.
Oh my God. I'm done. And there.
Perfect. I love that joke. That's like the best.
That is a
That's
really
my
good
favorite
one.
joke.
It took me a second though to remember. I'm also slow. I mean, I think we know that, so I don't know how to remember that. But
I mean, some jokes take a little thought.
yeah, so I just get caught up in the details. Like the first joke Theon told, I was like, well, "Where's the house?" So it just landed right there. Like, okay, so
Because it's not real.
It's
know.
a joke. It's
I know,
only
but
supposed
I
to be about a
just-
minute and a half.
but
Rachel needs, but it took like
I need
2
knock knock
5
jokes.
minutes.
I know what to do with those. I don't know. Okay, I know what to do. Knock knock.
Who there?
I don't know.
Wow. That just happened.
Y'all, I think I've had like the worst week of my life, so I'm kind of cracking up
okay.
just a smidge.
You have to laugh, not to cry.
Yeah.
Yes. So true this week. So true.
So I'm Esther.
I'm Rachel.
I'm bad at telling jokes, apparently.
No, you.
Sometimes. I'm bad at listening to jokes. That's actually the real statement.
Rachel needs too much backstory.
I do. I need all the details because I'm always formulating a picture in my head and those help. So like when you did tell the thing about where you just found the lamp, like I'm like, oh, he found it in a gutter with some trash. So that is why his house, that's why I was like,
Do I
this
have
is
to go
like
like
a
David
book.
Copperfield
Yeah.
and like start from his birth?
I
Yes.
think so. Yeah,
It was
I would
the-
like to know more
It was
about
the
this
best
person.
of times. It was the worst of times.
Oh my God.
God.
You know what? That really just sums up literally where I'm at.
It
Like,
was the best of times.
but
It was the
well,
worst of times.
all right. What is it when it's the worst of times? That's where I'm at.
I had a profound thought
Life.
today,
Life.
and that is instead of like saying that you have it bad, we are all in varying levels of prosperity.
Oh.
And maybe your
Listen,
level of current prosperity isn't to your liking, but we are all in varying levels.
First of all, you drank that white man's Kool-Aid. Like, I'm going to tell you right now. Like, you drank it and swallowed it. No, that's awful. No,
'Cause-
we are all, the majority of us are drowning. So some white guy
We're
can
doing
have
what
a
now?
yacht. Drowning? Where'd
Where'd the D come from?
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
You just
Drowning.
slipped in a D.
You drowned. You
What?
drowned. How do you say it?
There's no D.
Drowned.
What the? Are you fucking
There's
kidding?
there's only
Hold
an
on.
N.
There's no extra.
DROWND.
No.
What in the English?
I'm gonna look this up.
Where
What
did
if
you
it's
put
right?
Is it an apostrophe
What
D?
if this
Where's
is right?
the D?
It's
not
at the
right.
end. I think it
I
might
will
be
bet my life on-
drown.
drowned.
No, you did
Drown.
You guys, why can't I say? Hold on. Drowned.
You said it
Drowned.
right.
Well, ED.
Oh,
Yeah.
burn, bitches.
You said
Yeah.
It's a non-standard variant of drown.
On Dale. Because
And
you said
drowned.
drowned. And then you
Drowned.
said drowning. Like there's a D in there.
It is. Listen, I
That's
went
drowned.
to a lot of
That
different
is the.
schools. No, I'm serious. So what? So
And no
it's
one
it
taught
is
you how to
it
say
literally
drown?
no,
that
guys,
is the past.
It says it's the meaning of drowned in the non-standard variant of drowned. So it still is a word. It's in the dictionary. I can't I at least have that. I didn't totally make the word up.
You used it wrong then. it didn't feel right.
I'm not
The
drowning.
life was taken away.
I'm drowning.
through water in the lungs. That's how I'm gonna say it now. It was a lung was a leaky lung.
But your hell is someone else's heaven.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, still drinking the white
That's
man's
true.
Kool-Aid.
That's true.
And that's why I like to watch Intervention
Right, you feel
and
better.
my 600-pound life.
No matter what I'm going
Dude,
through.
Intervention hit home at one point for me when I was in my 20s.
Somebody made a compilation. Shit, now I can't fucking talk. It's wrapping up.
Someone contemplated.
there
What did they
thinking.
compilate?
of this intervention of this girl that was addicted to whippets. And
What are whippets?
I'll show you the video
Okay,
because
good.
it is my favorite.
Okay,
and
good. I
like
wanna
she
see.
sucks. It's the canned air.
It's like CO2.
Oh shit!
And she like sucks in the air, and then she's like, I feel like I can conquer the world. And like for like years, I would always say that shit. And like her voice is like, I feel like I can conquer the world.
Doesn't
And
she
it's
say
like my
it
favorite.
feels like I'm walking on
It
sunshine?
feels like I'm walking on sunshine. That
Oh
honestly, like if
my
you know
God,
what
I
I'm
need to
talking
see
about,
this.
me and you,
I need to
we are
see
BFFs. But
But
I will
addiction
show
is
it
no
to you.
laughing matter. If
It
you
is
have someone who's
not,
suffering
yeah.
from addiction, please call 1-800. I don't know.
I was like, damn,
It
you
is.
know the
Addic-
number,
addiction's
but
for
yeah,
real.
no, it's not. But I'm an asshole, so it makes
Yeah.
me feel better
Makes you
about
feel
my
better.
life. Anyways, so to make me feel better about life, it is Web Chronicle.
Yay!
And we're talking about a family secrets.
I'm about to expose them all.
Your daddy
I can't
ain't
wait.
really
Oh
your
no,
daddy.
I got some deep background shit, and I just don't care anymore. Fuck you guys. I'm on a mission to destroy shit. Who's
Okay.
ready?
Oh, go ahead then.
Okay, so like the deepest, darkest family secret. Well, we have a few. Okay, so I'm gonna start with my great grandparents.
Oh shit.
I know, right? This
Deep.
goes back. Like this shit runs deep, dude. We've been hiding bullshit for years. So my great grandma, her mom, so my great, is that right? Who cares? Anyway, it doesn't really matter. I can't remember her name. We're going to call her Hattie, but my great grandma's name was Annalie. So Hattie owned a saloon, which during the Prohibition. So my great grandma
okay.
was born in, I want to say like 1920-ish. So yeah, so she just died a few years ago and she was like 98. Did I do math? Oh shit, I did do math right. Oh my God. Yeah, so she was 1920-ish. Anyway, so it was a prohibition. So then that saloon turned into a speakeasy.
Okay.
But she was also a midwife. So my great grandma was a cool ass chick. Like Grandma Hattie, who I don't know your name. I'm failing here. I do remember it. It'll come back to me. But Hattie, she is.
Let's call her Joan.
So anyway, so she only had one kid, and that was my grandma. Her name was Annalie. No, wait, she had two girls. So Annalie and like Charlotte. So my grandma Annalie, did stuff. She's beautiful. My grandma Annalie, honestly, was absolutely drop dead gorgeous. She was just so cute and really pretty. So back then, things are different. So you got your child labor. So she used to work in the saloon. And I guess at one point there was this man who was older and came calling. And it became, no one knows, she won't ever tell us who he is. So long story short, she becomes pregnant. But then she meets my grandpa. So they get married. And my grandpa, she has this baby, and the baby is, and so she's 14. Okay, just put this in
It was a
perspective.
different time.
It really was a different time. But I need to
wasn't.
rewind just a minute. So back then, people had cars, but not a whole lot of people had them. But my grandma and my grandpa's, so before they got married, obviously, my grandpa had a sister named Hazel. And my grandma and Hazel got into an accident one night. My grandma was driving and Hazel died. So this is before they get married. So very short time. And then now she's pregnant. So like in 3 months, she killed this, the sister. It was a complete accident.
This feels like this is going to turn into a ghost story.
I mean, maybe I might get there. So anyway, long story short, they end up getting married. No one is really happy about it. Hattie isn't happy. My grandma, whatever the hell her name is on the other side, didn't really care about her.
Joan.
Yeah, sure. Grandma Joan isn't happy. And so they get married. But my grandpa has like all of this animosity because his mom comes to him and she's like, listen, that baby is not 3 months premature. And so that's not and she went to Annalie first and told Annalie, if I know that that's not my son's baby, if you don't tell him, I will. You have until this day. So, she didn't. she was slipping and thought she was just bluffing. So, she tried to play it off, didn't work. And so my grandpa, he finds out from his mom. And my grandpa is not a great dude. Like, let me just be honest. Like, I remember him much older, and he used to take his teeth out and make me laugh and shit. But he was not a good dude. So
I mean, it was a different time. Most dudes weren't.
I think he still would have been a fucking asshole today. He probably would be a bigger one. So anyway, he goes and he, they stay married, whatever. But he is getting aggressive towards my Aunt Florjean. Like, just not safe. And at one point, there's a DV situation, and Grandma Hattie was like, absolutely not. Like, we're not doing this. Like, you got to go, but you need to leave this baby here right now if you're not going to stay here. So she made the choice to go with him. Cycles of abuse, man. Shit's fucked up. So my Aunt Florjean lived with Hattie. And then my grandma and grandpa went on to have 3 more kids. My grandpa, James. And then James. Ginger and Oral. And so they have all these kids, whatever. And like, they work on a farm. My grandpa has a farm, so they got to get up early, whatever. And it was one of those situations where, well, actually, it was Jimmy, Oral, and then Ginger. She's a baby. Sorry, I messed up the birth order. That's important, maybe. So my grandpa's the oldest, and the oldest that he knows. And so they go and visit their Aunt Florjean all the time, right? So until one day, my grandpa comes home piss-ass drunk and whips the shit out of my grandfather. My great-grandfather comes home. So much so that he is deaf in one ear permanently. Wow. And like Child Protective Services was a new thing. They actually stepped in all of these things. No. So he like had to go live somewhere else for a little bit, comes back, whatever. And when he comes back, he's like, we're going to get your sister. And he's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Because he was like 15 at the time. No, he was younger than that. He'd be like 13 because she was 15. And so goes and, he's like, get in the car. So he loads up everyone in the car. And my grandma has no clue what's happening. But like in an abusive situation, she knows that this is not good. So they all get in the car, and he goes and tells Grandma Hattie, like, hey, she's coming with us. And they were like, meet your sister. That was the first time they realized that Florjean was their sister. So then you've got 15-year-old Florjean coming to live with this whole new family. It's a whole fuck show. So that is one family secret. Like, nobody talked about that. Nobody talks about the fact that Florjean was their sister, or was their aunt before she was their sister. Right. And like, they had no clue. No one talks about that piece. And then now my grandpa and grandma got married, and then they had my mom, my uncle Daryl, and my uncle Dennis. So Daryl, my mom, Dennis. So they lived in a little town in Michigan, whatever. And my uncle was an asshole, but he ended up knocking up this girl in high school, and they moved. They moved, and they denied this baby this entire time, but they stand on a pulpit, dead ass. Like, so like my grandpa's always referring to me as number 1 because I'm the first grandchild, but technically I guess I'm not. So yeah, so this girl, they lived like 35 minutes away, an hour away at that point, and
that was long enough back
he
then.
had nothing. No. She would call the house and like ask for things, and they would just hang up on her, and they would just, it was awful. And so he's a deacon. Isn't that the cutest part?
Right.
That's how it goes.
Oh yeah. So those are just 2. I've got more. I'm trying to think of some. Give me a second.
What about you, baby?
I don't really have any family. If we do have family secrets, they've done a great job of keeping them secret.
Oh man, good for your family.
My family's pretty open. Like,
you also come from a healthy family, and I think that
I would say so.
I think so. Like, you probably have the healthiest family I think I've ever met.
It's a
I threw
big
that in
family all together, and I think for the most part, people are pretty honest.
Yeah,
with one another. Like, me and my sister don't get along, but that's not a secret. She tell you the same thing. Because like one time my mom was telling me that she was like saying that me and my brother Adam were the favorite of the 4 kids. And then she started talking about it one day when I was there, talking about, yeah, you were the favorite. And I was like, of course I was the fucking favorite. I'm delightful. If I was your child, I would be your favorite.
But you know what that causes, though, because I'm dealing with that a lot. Not because I was like necessarily the favorite, but they put the title favorite on there.
Right.
Not from my parents, but like from my grandparents, and fucked my brothers up. But like there's so much animosity that my brothers have towards me for things I couldn't even control back then. And I hate when parents do that.
I just like people just accepted it. I think I was just one of those kids that is just like, yeah, you love Theon a little more than you love everybody else, and that's fine. My grandma used to call me everybody used to call me little Jesus, because
my gosh.
And like I talked to my grandma.
I'm like your sister. I'm kind of like, man, let's punch him.
My grandma turned 85 last week, and I gave her a call, and I was talking to her. She's like, "You still my little Jesus."
Aww.
Did you have to tell her the truth that actually you might have a little bit of demon?
Oh, it wasn't because I was so like sweet, or it was just because she would not let anyone touch me.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So I was her little, and I wasn't the first grandchild either. I was just her favorite grandchild.
You were just the most likable one.
Yeah.
None of mine are likable. Like my own kids or my cousins. Just saying.
Yeah.
That might be why I was a favorite. I'm probably like the funniest and the most likable.
Like if you don't like me, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah, I agree with that. If you don't like me, that's okay. Probably like 1 and 2 don't. I'm okay with it.
It's like it's like what are you going through with your life that you don't like me? Like there's something up with you. I'm willing to talk it out with you. But yeah, you should like me.
I found out I had a half brother some years back.
That's right.
All of a sudden, my dad was like, BT Dubs.
Oh, how did I forget the big family secret? I don't even know how I forgot that.
That was pretty big.
That is.
Like, BT Dubs, here's a half brother living out in Texas. It's like, oh, okay, whatever then.
All right.
And supposedly, the rumor, I only heard this once.
Then it's true.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Then it's true because someone shut that shit down.
Did you hear it from David? Because if you heard it from David, then it's probably not true.
Yeah, I was going to say, David just heard that.
So I have an uncle. He is the only son. He is the firstborn. And in Asian culture, all across the board, you are God if you are firstborn son. So my Korean grandma, had a restaurant. I never met my Korean grandpa, the rumor is. So my uncle had a lot of gambling debts, and so she sold the restaurant, but it wasn't enough. And they do a lot of camping in Korea, and supposedly my grandpa ended up dead on one of these camping trips.
Damn.
To pay off some of these debts from the firstborn
who
son.
That hit? Was that your grandma?
Probably.
Maybe that's where
she supposedly pushed him off the cliff.
Maybe that's where Esther got her savageness from.
Whoa, Esther. Okay, like you just said that like so casually. Like, you just push him off the cliff.
They're both dead. Whatever.
Look, she's so giddy
Murder's
about it.
murder.
I know she is so giddy
both
about
dead.
it.
I'm not giddy about it.
Esther's gonna try
Esther
to kill me.
had a
in my
murder in
sleep.
her family and
She's
shit.
gonna totally do it.
I mean, she's dead.
Esther
so
said, "It's genetic, bitches.
People
Come
die
at
every
me."
day, B.
Exactly.
She's dead, so it's all right. He's dead, obviously. But
Yeah.
I mean, like, murder stay murder, but they're both dead,
murder.
so who cares?
Well, I got a half brother too, except it wasn't like, here's your half brother. It was, hey, hi, can I speak to Randy Shanowski, please? Or I need to something about my dad. And I was like, Mom.
It was
I got that.
Trip,
I got that. I think it was dead ass. No. So actually,
trips.
you know what the secret is behind that? So that one's actually a creepy one too. So supposedly they both slept with the same girl, but then she was her brother's best friend was my dad's brother's best friend.
Yeah.
So she was always spending time over there, and supposedly she had hots for that guy, and ironically she named him after him.
She was for the streets.
But he looks like my dad.
Oh.
So, but his brother, I mean, they have the same genes, but she won't do, the mom did not want to do a DNA test, and neither one of them have done it. And I think it's because my uncle's wife, so my dad's brother's wife, might actually murder people.
Well,
Dead
that's
ass. I think they're all scared of that. So I think, you know what? Keep doing you, boo. Like, And then I know my dad was on a Navy ship, and like he just spread his sperm around. Like, I can't wait to see a Filipino like part child with a Filipino Polish child, and like that is
Like,
tell me that
like
shit's
a
gonna be
joke.
crazy. You've seen
That
my
sounds like a
dad.
joke.
Like, it probably, like, you've seen my dad though. That kid is gonna look crazy as hell. So God bless you. We're out here if you want to find us. Now, although I
Do
wouldn't.
the 23andMe.
I don't do it.
Be aware.
I actually did, but don't do it. Yeah, it's not a good look.
So,
I got 2 half sisters that I've never met.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
One is named Ashley, and she spells her name like Little Ashley.
Oh, that's why there's a kinship.
Maybe.
I see it now. See the soul connection.
So a little listener discretion, you know.
Oh,
Might be some.
my.
Well,
God.
Rachel has brought up, you know, there's some abuse.
Okay.
I think
Is it a
I don't
trigger
think
warning?
yeah, a little trigger warning, you know. You don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know, but you don't know. But you
Yeah.
know.
Oh, you don't
Whatever's triggering to you may come up.
know? This whole podcast is a trigger warning.
I mean, legit shit.
You should know by now. If
If
you're
you
listening to this,
don't
you are
know,
down.
then you know.
Yeah.
You are
But I
down
mean,
if you
this is
listen to
these
this.
are other people's secrets, so you don't know.
Yeah.
I've weeded out the really brutal ones, so it's
Oh,
not
shit.
like crazy, but
Okay.
you know, there's some suicide and things like that.
Oh,
so
man.
actually, this first one, because I forgot this was the first one. So my paternal grandma hated my mother. One day she called my mom and asked her to come over and pick up a casserole my grandma had made for us, which BT does. People hate on casseroles, but I love casseroles.
I was about to say, I literally am with you on this. We should have grown up in the 70s
Love that shit.
making casseroles.
It's just like the perfect food.
It is.
Like,
You
it's
throw that shit together, put that hoe in the
Man,
oven.
I need a
Put some
casserole
cheese on
cookbook.
it.
Don't play.
Delicious.
We
man.
always,
Fuck.
man, if
All
you
it
serve
needs
me a
is cheese.
casserole without cheese, like, get out
Who's
my
doing
house.
that? Who's doing that?
You're gonna
Not
be
me.
stabbed.
You're part of the problem.
Probably my mom.
Yeah, because your mom's fucking crazy. She don't know how to
Stay
cook.
away. I just
She
think
should
about
not be
casseroles in my mind, just recipes.
Okay. When she got there, my grandma had shot herself and left a note saying, among other things, that she wanted my mom to find her that way.
What
Whoa.
a fucking bitch! That's how you had to go out?
She
What a
was,
fucking bitch.
shall we say, a fucked up lady.
Yeah.
And one of the meanest people I've ever known.
Well, bye, bitch. Good
My
riddance.
mom didn't want people to know because she didn't want the kind of attention. My dad didn't want people to know because he didn't want it to give my grandma any level of satisfaction. Okay.
Satisfaction.
Y'all got this. So it's just me, them, and maybe one other person who knows. Everyone thinks she was just an old lady who was depressed about her recently deceased husband.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
She
like
was-
a vindictive, like
What
just,
a fucking hoe. Like the trauma. You were like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm
I
going to
want
die.
you to find
But
it.
I, like, really?
She was like, yo,
And I wonder
like
how
the
far
mom
apart
was
do you
just like,
think they
you know
lived, too? What if this was in 10 minutes and she
It
fucking is
probably
like...
because it's like I'm not gonna pick up a cold ass casserole. Like, yeah,
No.
I live like right down the road, and you're like, hey, bitch, come pick up a fucking
that shit
casserole
was
for
fucking
my
fresh.
son, and she was just like, all right,
Wow.
bitch.
Wow. I hope her name was fucking Carol. She went brutal on that shit,
She
dude.
went on another
If
level.
there's a hell, she's got bottle
Oh,
service.
dude. She
Most
might.
definitely.
Like they
most
like
definitely.
there's like she skipped the line. It's like, oh no,
Just,
bitch,
like,
you come right
with
up
the
here.
sprinklers, like, yeah.
Imagine
Carol.
what a terrorist that bitch was in
Oh,
real
right.
life.
I
Like,
know.
if you
That's
were
how you
that
died.
vindictful in your fucking death, you were sad. Like, no one hugged you enough as a child.
People,
Listen,
People are coming up to her in hell taking selfies. Like, I
Right?
heard.
Well,
I
I
just
might
heard.
take a
Here.
trip down there just to punch her in the fucking face in front of everyone.
It's like, yeah.
Whatever's left of her face.
I didn't believe it.
That's another level. My mom banged 2 brothers. One of them
Whoa.
is my bio dad, and it's not the one she married.
Oh.
That's more common, I think, than people realize. I really
What?
do.
Yeah.
The banging the brothers?
Yeah,
or-
okay.
oh.
So, yeah, no,
What?
dead ass. Like, all right, when I was living, wow.
Alright.
Wow, that was really Midwestern. When I was living up in Michigan, though, like, because it wasn't, and I'll be honest, it's in like rural, poor communities. Like, you see that. There's not a lot of options out there. So, yeah, people would like date each other's like brothers or whatever. So, a girl would just be homie hopping. Basically, I mean, danger. She smashed the homies.
She smashed the homies.
Now, if you know what I'm talking about,
Me and my,
that's what's up.
me and my
Hey,
brothers. I
bestie.
mean, the only person I really had like probably competition with was Vince because we're only 2 years apart, and we always dated girls that neither one of us would like. The other one wouldn't like. So it's like all the
You have
girls
different
that
types.
yeah, all the girls that Vince would like.
So Vince doesn't like you, Esther.
no,
just
He's
playing.
not a rice king.
no, yeah. So it's like every girl that I would like, Vince wouldn't like, and every girl Vince would like. I
Well,
was like, I
that's
wouldn't
good.
really like.
That's a nice.
I don't know. Maybe subconsciously we thought about that because it's like, yo,
But you know, back in the day, like, all right, so like pioneer days and shit, people would die and you would like, you'd marry
yeah,
the
you'd
brother
marry
and
your-
shit. And I
yeah.
think that white people struggle with
That's in the-
this very much
that's in the
today.
Bible. That's in the Bible.
Yeah. I am my brother's keeper, and
supposed to
guess
marry-
who's
you're
your
supposed
brother's
to. You're
keeper?
supposed to
Yeah,
marry
as your
your
brother's
brother.
keeper.
I wasn't okay with that. So Nate and I had this conversation one day, though. He was like, dude, who would you marry out of my friends? I was like, fuck, I'm just going to stay single.
Like, yeah, for real. Shit,
None of 'em.
nobody.
None of them. Maybe that one friend that you
I'm
never
just gonna
really
go
see,
be a hoe
Steve.
somewhere.
Like, he seems to have potential. But, like, when you think about that, all right, so Theon, we're not doing this one, but, like, dead ass, Theon would have to choose, like, one of your friends, probably, if this was back in the day. Listen, you know, even though I'm quite entertaining, like, you don't want this.
To marry?
Yeah, you would take little Ashley. Oh, you two would be a disaster. A spicy disaster, though. I would like... Even
Man.
if it's just a contractual marriage. Let's just assume it's contractual.
It's
'cause-
contractual?
Yes, yeah. Like, Esther died. The rule is now in the
But it's
United States of
family.
China that we all have to stay married. So basically...
But it's like family.
Well,
though.
whatever.
God, you know.
Oh, my God. Well,
No, I
no,
don't
you're
wanna
going to
marry
have to
your
marry
sister.
Vicky.
Vicky
No.
would be.
Well, this is... Well, or you're going to have to marry David's
You guys
wife.
are the same age.
You could marry David's wife if we branch it out. There you go.
because David's still alive.
Well, for
That
now,
would
until
be
Theon kills
Theon
him.
would have a very. I would have a very hard time.
I would
'cause
just be like, I'm
your
gay.
family's not that
and-
funny.
Yeah, I'm just.
That's why I'm
like,
telling
okay,
you, you
can't
got to
do it.
extend it to your
Past
friends.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think Esther has a
Because
friend I
best
would wanna
friends
marry.
sometimes used to marry wives too. Remember, like when the guy would
You
die.
don't.
Wait, I missed that. What?
Dude, that's like a.
Yeah.
Oh, the landings, that private country club out there.
Yeah, they just
The
switch
friends.
and swap.
Well, yeah, and friends
Well,
will
don't
marry.
you know that, like, oh, maybe this is one of the best kept secrets. Here, guys, newsflash: the like highest percentage of STD cases that show up old people.
Yeah,
it's because they're over there
it's not a
swapping
secret.
nasties all the time.
We used because there's a senior living home that partners with Memorial, and when I used to work at the lab, I would always see gonorrhea and syphilis.
The Rhea.
The
My
flips.
mom is deathly afraid of that. She told me that she's gonna make them before she like goes like when she. So first off, my mom is never gonna date it again. I think I'm listening to myself tell this story. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna ask for a clean bill of health. I was like, you want to see medical
No,
records?
I had a roommate that did that.
Good
She
job.
before she like she would like date dudes.
I don't
But-
hate this. But before she slept with him, I don't hate
they'd
it.
have
I was
to go to the clinic and bring that paperwork back.
listen.
That's
I
legit
don't
shit.
hate it. I don't hate
That's
it.
how it
I
needs
just
to be.
think that she may have to date younger then, which then limits our chances for a yacht. I feel. with the
But
current state of the
Bridget-
economy.
No, the date younger.
Yeah.
Yes, listen, old guys are not going to go, listen, they don't want it that bad. They'll just move on to the
But
next
young
old hoe who's
dudes-
not going to
young
require
dudes
it.
are
But
all-
older dudes would actually get the clinical need, the clinical help.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it.
Maybe I
every
just want her
day.
to date douches, or that's all she's dating. Because I just didn't see it happening.
Because old
I
dudes ain't
see
wearing
it.
no condom.
No, but
That's
they,
my point.
but
That's
no,
exactly
but they
what I
have a
believe.
doctor they will go to get it cleared
Yeah.
Hold on,
up.
do you think old dudes wear condoms?
No.
In my head,
No.
old
No.
dudes never. At what
Exactly.
age do old dudes stop wearing condoms?
They never wore them. Like if you are, if you're between the age of 60 plus, you have never worn a condom, like ever.
I think
Right.
there are some,
You thought about it.
but then said, nah.
You kept one in your wallet for 20 years, but you never.
Those are the saddest ones. Like when you've seen somebody's wallet and you can tell they've had a condom in it for years. I just am like, seriously,
You see
homie.
like the weird ring around
Yeah.
it.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's like,
50 and younger, you're kind of used to wearing condoms, and like the stigma around wearing condoms isn't even that big of a deal. It's like you want to.
Can I
like,
just
wear
say
condoms.
something? That's why I'm not going to get divorced, because I just don't want to. Like, not like not divorce in general,
You
but
don't
like,
want to
right.
give up Raw D.
no, I'm not going to. Like, I'm being a dead ass. I'm not going to, and I can't put my life at risk. So, like, I hope if it breaks, though, we're gonna have a problem. Like, you're gonna have to inflate that or something. I don't know. We're going off topic. Family secrets. Sorry.
My mom lied to a man and told him I was his son and frequently extorted money from him by telling
damn.
him she needed it to raise me. I found out when he showed up with gifts shortly after I moved out on my own. He had hired a PI after my mom refused to give him my contact info. He apologized for not being in my life and cried while telling me he was dying of pancreatic cancer
Wow.
and didn't want to go without meeting me. I asked my mom about it, and she told me she told him that so she could get money for drugs after she left my
Oh,
dad.
So that's the lady in the first story. That is her when she was younger.
Oh yeah,
She was a rotten bitch.
This reminds me of something. All right, so before I was born, my mom was like seeing these two dudes. One dude, my actual biological father, and this other dude.
So you think?
And this other dude. Well, no, he is.
I'm just playing.
Like it's obvious.
Oh, it would be to people who have met your family,
No, like this dude
Oh,
is
okay.
it's obvious.
I'm just
like
playing.
he's my father.
but also throwing
So
a jab
like
in
so like this other dude who was like super nice and all that. And so when my mom had me, and my grandma hates my biological father, like she
really?
fucking
As
hates
she
him.
should.
So,
She knew.
like-
She knew.
So when my mom gave birth to me, she was like filling out the birth certificate, and when it came to like the father part, my grandma was like, "I know who it's not,"
What?
and then so she put the other dude. But I mean, neither one of them ever gave me any money, so it's like
Yeah.
it's not that big of a deal. But
Do you want to
like,
go shake them down?
I
Do you want to
probably-
use this extortion plan? I'll help you.
I probably could. I just felt I would feel bad about doing it. You know what I'm saying?
By your
What if you
biological
did it?
Not my biological.
Oh,
but
okay.
by
The other guy. Yeah.
And like I actually met the other guy's like parents and all that, and they loved me.
Can't do it
I mean,
now.
well, of course they loved me.
Of course they did.
But
of course.
yeah. But yeah. It was like one of those situations where it's just like, all right, well, if you want to believe that, I mean, it's because they didn't pay any money or anything. It's like,
Right.
hey, if you want to go around believing that I'm your child, or you can do that. That's fine. It doesn't affect my day to day.
My uncle Timmy, he paid child support on some bitch, and I remember seeing the child support schedule on the refrigerator growing up and visiting them. And then that fucking cunt, when she turned 18, the mom, the fucking cunt, was like, oh, by the way, she's not your daughter.
It's like the fuck she ain't.
She is now.
And-
Did you see her at all?
You made payments. You made steady
He didn't
payments.
really like fuck with that family
Oh, okay.
like that. Like he just gave that bitch money, and then like he saw that fucking the daughter. Well, I don't know. Is it her fault? It kind of is her fault after that, because you're old enough. Like, like once you turn like 15, you know that motherfucker ain't like my uncle wasn't your fucking dad. But
Listen,
anyways,
sometimes this shit comes out of left field.
I feel like that fucking bitch knew.
Knew.
He saw that
She knew.
bitch when she was like working at McDonald's, and like she was like a little bit older than 18, and she didn't even recognize his ass, and it's like, no, fuck you, bitch.
You would know. You'd recognize him.
Like he didn't say anything, but he knew it was her, and I wish I remember that fucking bitch's name, but both of them bitches' names, but I don't. So fuck y'all wherever you are. Up in Virginia, up in the mountains of Virginia. Fuck you and your daughter, and I hope you die a fiery death.
Wow,
Because my uncle isn't like a man of means, like you know, my family is that white side's a little poor, right?
You see her and be like,
and just like fuck her up, like
I
like that ain't my dad.
Like
that
I
ain't
look
my daughter.
so much like my mom that it's like the lay person. I think it would be difficult for you to see like my biological father and see me and be like, I don't know. But like we know,
right?
Because there's like certain shit about me, in certain ways he holds his face, certain ways I hold my face. They'd be like, "Yeah, this is my motherfucking dude."
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's like he didn't look at her and be like
I don't, because
So-
he didn't really fuck with the
That's nature,
family
though.
like
so he
that.
didn't know,
She
but
was just
seriously,
like,
though-
she took him to court though, because he had like a whole schedule.
"Oh wow."
Of
Yeah,
like
when he
this
had to
is
pay.
when you have to pay and how much you had to pay, because that shit was on the refrigerator, like a whole list of the dates and what he had to pay. So I mean, he thought that bitch was his fucking
Moral
daughter.
of the story: get that blood test.
Get that blood.
I mean,
test.
for real. But
test.
dead ass though, like what you're saying, like I don't know if that always applies to like every kid though, for real. Like I know we say that, but like honestly, I think if someone were to kidnap Vivica from me, I don't know if I would have recognized, because she
like
doesn't
generational.
Yeah,
sometimes
she doesn't. She doesn't look anything like us. I don't think.
It was just like
Maybe she was switched at birth. She likes to say that. She
no.
keeps thinking that
No.
she's got a rich family in Michigan.
No.
To which I laugh my ass off,
like, bitch,
because that's
try.
not it.
She's Rachel in
There's
the
no
lava
rich families
stage.
in Michigan. What?
She's Rachel in the lava stage.
the lava.
Are you gonna narrate this?
Soon she'll,
Like, first of all, can
soon
we
she'll
make it a
go into her
cartoon?
cocoon, and when she emerges, she'll be full blown Rachel.
I'm
ready to
fucking
take on the
scared.
world.
Listen, she's next level. Like, this child has the difference between her and me is that she is ruthless. Like, I am cutthroat where she is ruthless, where she like has zero empathy. Like, I can't tell her.
Tomato.
No, she's like gonna blow up the world. Like, I want to, and I make plans in my head, but like she might actually go through with them. She's crazy.
It's like, I like the color red, but she likes the color red.
She likes the color blood red. Exactly. Whatever.
My Welsh great grandmother had passage booked on the Titanic in 1912. She ended up not going because she fell ill, quote unquote. Turns out it was actually an out of wedlock pregnancy that gave her such bad morning sicknesses she couldn't go. She unfortunately lost the baby. She came the following year in 1913 and met my great grandfather. She only told my mom, who she helped raise during the summers. What?
I guess the baby.
Oh,
was,
like wait, what?
the baby was born and then it died.
No, she lost
Who
that
she
baby.
only- she
then
lost
she
that
had a
baby.
baby with someone else, and then she would take the grandkids in the summers like my mom would do. That's why she told you, because that's her
then
grandkid.
told me what? Okay. Great grandma getting knocked up saved an entire branch of our family tree.
Wow. Now I need to look at how my great grandma got knocked up. I think it fucked up our whole family tree. Thanks, great grandma, because that's pretty much where I can trace the roots of fuckery to that point.
Sometimes it
that
happens.
was serious biscuits back then, like out of wedlock.
Well, it's about to be serious biscuit. Well, it's a serious biscuits in half the damn country.
On this, my grandma was raised in a Catholic orphanage under the pretext she lost both her parents and siblings during the Spanish influenza. Y'all remember that shit? But you don't. It was real.
It was.
Turns out her and her dad survived, but her dad didn't want to take care of her, so he left her at an orphanage in Brooklyn and moved to Europe to start a new family.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
he moved a whole fucking country away. He was like,
man, that is so sad. Like, I just feel so bad though for this poor, because like imagine learning that back then too, when we have no mental health supports. I mean, we have some, we have small, but there were none then, so there were none. So sad.
Life.
Are there any really good secrets? Like about the time? Oh, wait, I have one. It's not a family secret. But it's that time that I was tired of that bitch at work and I smeared that stink cheese all over her chair and then lied about it. I did. Okay. That's not a family secret.
My dad killed a guy and never told us.
Whoa.
I found out on Google one day.
What?
It was a drunk driving accident. My dad, being the bastard he is, even when younger, was driving drunk and killed someone his age. Some successful guy with a family was killed, and my dad walked away without a scratch.
Ooh.
Yep.
Ooh.
Nate has a friend who went to prison for that, and it was sad. He did like 12 years, and I mean, the whole life is gone, but it's the impact. Like, don't drink and drive, dude.
Yeah.
Take a thing, man.
Yeah,
like,
now we have, like, it's so easy to get Uber and
Lyft.
Like, you don't even have to hail a taxi anymore and shit like that.
No, but
like,
it's cheaper probably to hail a taxi right now.
Now it is.
Yes, between Uber and Lyft. Sorry, Uber and Lyft. Eat a dick.
My ancestors were horrible murderers. When they finally were caught, one was beheaded backwards.
What?
The same one also killed his toddler daughter by bashing her head in for crying while they were hiding. The Hart brothers, if you're interested.
No, thank you.
And then the family moved to Virginia, and they
it's
called
Esther's
themselves
family.
Heartless.
No, it was the Korean side.
And that's why Esther's so fucking savage.
Dude, Esther might be. Esther, do the 23andMe.
Esther's probably got some bodies while we were playing.
I know. Esther's like, ha ha ha, I'm reading all these other people's deep, dark secrets. You guys don't even know. I got two in the backyard.
She's got bodies.
In your face. There are no secrets in my family. Nobody can keep their damn mouth shut.
Oh, shit. Did I write that? I feel like I wrote that.
That's the way to do it, though, man. Put all that shit on the table.
Is it really?
It works for my mom and I. I mean, it really does. Like, I know more than any of my other cousins. I know more than my brothers do because they just stopped listening to her after 2 minutes. But because I listened to her ramble, I learned all sorts of shit.
Exactly.
Like, all sorts of shit.
There's only two ways to do it. Is either everybody puts everything on the table,
or nobody talks about anything but the weather.
Yeah, if you did some fuck shit, you take it to the grave. Like, don't unburden yourself on everybody else.
Right?
You take it to the fucking grave. That's your punishment for doing fuck shit.
I am sorry.
That's your
felt a little personal.
No.
A little personal.
No, that's your punishment for doing something wrong. You just put it around your neck and you keep it moving.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I probably have to put a ball in my mouth too, like a gag. Oh my god, this is getting bad. Please read. Please read.
Follow me. So, my dad's biological father is his adoptive father's brother. So his uncle is his real dad.
Oh.
Okay.
So his uncle is really his dad.
That happened a lot.
His bio dad and his girlfriend were both underage, and she ended up having a kid. In order to keep it hush-hush, she had the kid and gave it to her boyfriend's brother, who was of age and married. My dad doesn't know this.
What? How the hell do you know?
As well, my sister is
uncle.
only my half-sister. My parents were swingers, and my mom got pregnant when they were trying for a baby, but somehow she got pregnant by someone else instead.
Well, somehow,
and my dad
we know
is
how that
somewhat aware, but
Khloe Kardashian.
You know, allegedly. But the real father doesn't know this, nor does my sister. It gets even crazier.
What? How does he know all
Follow
this stuff?
me.
Or she?
Well, you know,
I don't know.
people get drunk.
Oh
But
my
like,
God.
you know, it's not even alleged. Like, what's the mom's name? Kris Kardashian. She told Khloe that Robert Kardashian was not her father. So yeah, she told her.
I thought they did well, no, I don't want to talk about that.
No, that's like.
I thought they did a DNA test on the show,
They
and
did.
she wasn't his daughter.
No, she's not.
She wasn't OJ's daughter.
No, I'm not saying OJ.
Oh,
But she's somebody else. Because, I mean, they used to swing.
That's true.
That's just what they did. And, you know.
I'm just grossed out.
You got to take that L and raise that child.
legit, and he did.
He did. Totally did.
They all lost contact with the guy, but my sister turned 20 and moved out to go live with her husband in a new state, and she got a job and moved within the company and becomes great friends outside of work with her boss, who just happens to be her bio dad.
What?
What a small world. This bitch moves away
And then finds her
only
father.
find her.
But they don't know.
But they don't know.
You know what?
But it's
that
her
calls
father.
for a work cake celebration day.
Like, there's something about
Congrats, you are the father. And then you guys have them cut the cake and they're like, why? And you're like, bam.
That nepotism. Eat that out.
A little food secret.
Would you be able to eat that cake though after you just found that out? If the guy serving the cake was
I
your
still love
dad?
cake.
Yeah,
I
love
think
cake.
it depends on
I do.
how
I
like
was
the
just about to
cake
say, I
looks.
love cake.
I think I'd
I'ma
eat the
eat
cake
it.
too. That's why I was
I
asking
don't
if
give
it
a
made
fuck.
me
I'ma eat it.
it made me not right.
You
Because I
didn't
probably
make
ate
it.
more than 2 pieces of
You didn't
cake.
serve me cake. You didn't.
No,
make
but
it,
I would
though.
also ask for a specific word at that point because I'm going to memorialize a moment.
That cake
I would
didn't
like the
abandon
piece
nobody.
that says dad. Can we please just do this one day?
No, I want the corner piece that has the most icing.
That's fine. You can have the corner.
Thank you.
It'll say you.
You the dad.
Or it just has a picture of Maury.
That's so much better.
Yes.
I'm going to make this happen.
One corner has Maury and the other corner has like a baby, and it's like you are.
Hey, listen.
Oh,
if this
man.
is your
it
story.
needs an envelope. Oh shit! I almost dropped my phone.
Envelope. Yeah, it'll
The
be an
envelope.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want
Oh,
the
dude,
envelope.
That's how
we
it's done.
play like lure them up there under the guise of a like promotion, and then we do it as like
Wow.
professional learning
You
day. So
define
now
that.
they're all stuck together, and we just integrated their exposure to being father and daughter on professional learning day. Dude, I just
Boom.
created a horror movie.
You did. That is a little food secret. The secret ingredient in white chili is Frank's hot pepper sauce. Would be murdered or worse, disowned for this information. I don't know what white chili is.
Oh,
What is
it's like just
Is
a
it
white
literally
base.
white?
Yeah,
What is,
it is.
What is the white?
I don't know. I don't think I've eaten it because I don't know what the white is.
What is the white?
It reminds me of gravy,
the
so I
white?
can't. I don't know what the
Maybe
white
it's-
is. I don't know.
What is the white?
Maybe
I've
it's
only
potato.
seen red.
Maybe it's like almost like a potato soup. Maybe.
I don't know.
I'm gonna look it up.
But
Only
I never know.
I only like chili if it doesn't have beans. My dad once said I wasn't a heartless because I didn't like beans.
Yeah,
I was
that's
whatever.
like-
Did
Beans
you
are
just
delicious.
rip ass and show them that
No,
you were?
I was like, fuck yeah. Right? Just frat. I don't need beans.
Actually,
I don't need beans, rip ass bitch. I got this.
Yeah, it
I'm
looks like it might be
fibrous.
like a potato base. Like you could probably do that with potatoes.
but is it a potato base? What
I don't
is
wanna
the
be-
base
I
in
don't
it?
want it.
Is
What
it
is it?
cream of
You
cream
could probably
of
do
chili?
Cream of potato. You could probably do cream of potato, and then
You said probably like
But
you're
I
not
want you
looking
to
at
read
the
the recipe.
Like I don't want to go all the way in.
Go up in it. You're looking at
First
the
of all,
pictures.
can we just say that? Stop it. If you post a recipe online, do not make me scroll through 472
Oh my God.
like
How you
ads
came up
and then
with it.
the
Oh, well,
story. I don't give
yeah,
a
how you
fuck.
came up
what
with the
I want
recipe.
is to make the
All right.
delicious food in the picture.
So these are the
Bitch.
ingredients: a pound of skinless chicken, medium onion chopped, teaspoon of garlic pepper, canola oil, 2 cans of Great Northern beans, 2 cans of chopped green chilies, salt, cumin, oregano, pepper, cayenne pepper, sour cream. So that's where the white comes from, the sour cream.
Okay, now I
And
might
then,
eat it.
heavy whipping cream.
Okay, I might
Okay.
actually eat that. Okay, see, that's what
It
we were
needs
waiting
potato.
for. I
With the-
agree. I
with
mean,
the sour
I'd
cream,
throw some
heavy
fucking
whipping
potato
cream.
into it and turn it into a white stew.
If you did a pressure cook with
That's what
it,
it'd be.
and like
It would be burnt.
do the onions, potato,
actually, that's really
and all
good.
that together.
Hey.
Then the potatoes would like just cook down, and then you just add the creams.
I think you should try it for Thanksgiving. It sounds delicious.
Sounds
I
like a very
believe in you.
Thanksgiving-y kind of a.
Listen,
I don't want to
for
do a soup
you,
for Thanksgiving.
God, all right, fine.
Yeah, who wants soup for Thanksgiving?
I just wanted to
thought
eat
we were
it.
doing Italian.
We're doing whatever the hell you want to bring, because that's what kind of Thanksgiving it's going to be. It's going to be fucksageddon is what I'm going to call it. Like I feel, yeah, instead of fucksgiving, like what I had a few years ago, because I got all this family coming up. Yeah, it is. We're just substituting the players in. Oh, and I forgot to tell you. Nate told me Donnell is coming for a visit, which I'm like, okay, great, over Christmas. Except Donnell is literally coming like the entire time that I'm off from work, which I was hoping to like recharge on. So yeah. So I'm gonna have to get some high speed.
You're just gonna have to come here.
I am.
I'm just gonna be here. Just lay here.
I am. Me and Dre.
A cousin of mine died in a motorcycle accident. Loving dad of 2. Tragedy and all that. I was in it.
He was in the accident? Maybe? Okay.
I was in it at the time and was asked to hack his computer because his grieving widow could not access pictures and email. I found a secret email account through which he was messaging his mistress.
Oh, I got one to tell too.
Oh.
I do.
This was 5 days after his death, and his inbox was filled with, "Are you okay? What is going on?" messages. She was unaware of his death. So I wrote her an email explaining with a link to the obituary and newspaper article. She came to the funeral but didn't say anything.
Ooh, thank God.
Introduced herself as a coworker. I removed the evidence from the computer before giving it back to the widow to preserve the memory of this guy to his wife and kids.
That's a good dude right there.
That's a
solid.
That's a solid side
side chick.
Yeah.
It's a solid cousin.
She didn't come.
She wasn't like I'm the side chick.
She knew her place.
Like you should never do that. So when I was working at the hospital where I ended up meeting Nate, I worked in security, and there was this security officer, and whatever, his name was like James, and he was married, and he had like a kid from another marriage or whatever. No, wait, it was their kid together. Mm-hmm. So his wife died in a motorcycle accident on the back of her boyfriend's motorcycle.
That's messy.
Oh, so messy. So messy.
Did
so
the
he's over
boyfriend
die? Yes,
Is that a
I
fucked up
believe so.
question? My bad.
I don't know. Maybe
but I
don't know if he did or didn't.
If he didn't die, be like,
he's
what the
about to
fuck?
No, I'm pretty sure he did, because it was like a pretty bad one. But yeah, so she was on the back of his motorcycle, and yep. And I thought, damn. Like there. Wow. Yeah. That one was a crazy
way to
ass
preserve
one.
That.
No, because like think about it. If you're the husband, you just found out your wife is dead. But not only is she dead, she's on the back. And there was and so once he went through the stuff, it was like months long, like almost a year long. And he, like, imagine trying to process that. I hope that dude's okay. I hope he got help.
You know what's fucked up? He probably wanted a motorcycle, and she wouldn't
she was
one.
like, no.
You gonna fuck
no,
around
he
and
legitimately, one day he lost his shit at work because, like, it was, 3 months after it or whatever. And he was back, and we were out smoking. And I was like, how's it going? And he was like, he looked in the parking lot, and there's, like, 3 motorcycles right there. And he's like, you know what? The most fucked up thing is that I had always wanted one, and she would never let me get one. Well, yeah, because it's like the same shit. So I was just like, oh my. When he said that, though, I was like, oh.
I think if you're in a long-term relationship with a woman, and like the spark goes, I think the woman never wants you to become the dude that she wants to fuck. Because then it's too easy. Because if you fixed it. If you fixed it and became that dude that she wants to fuck, she would fucking hate it. Because she's like, now I can't fuck dudes that I want to fuck. Because you are that dude.
I don't know. That's
You're that dude that I want to fuck now. Because she wanted a dude probably with tattoos and a motorcycle. He didn't have either. And he was like, you know what? I think I want to get a motorcycle. She's like, don't you fucking dare get that motorcycle.
Hold on. Did you just, I think you just Brenda and Randy the whole ass, like that legitimately was it. My dad went and got his titty pierced, and then he got like a tattoo. Oh yeah, no, that was a whole
And
thing.
maybe that's
And
what
then
Brenda
he got a motorcycle, and it still didn't work.
Maybe that's what
So
Brenda wanted, and when he became that thing that she wanted, she was like,
she didn't want any of that. She was like, I get that shit out of here.
Yeah.
One last one.
All right.
Nobody had the details right, but my paternal great-grandfather killed the son of a police officer in St. Louis in 1901 when he was 17. He ran away from home, ended up in Omaha, and changed his last name. I ended up confirming all of this using Ancestry and the newspaper.com. What? They called it an accident, but he and his brother were troublemakers, and street gangs were in abundance in 1901 in St. Louis, one of which went after police officers and their families. There were a number of articles telling what happened. He also lied and told family members he was a police officer.
Oh shit.
He never was. He
Herschel
was
Walker.
yeah. He was a security guard at a produce company. Also, his mom more than likely had an affair with a neighbor boy, making my great-grandfather illegitimate. Using census records from 1880. Did they do that back then? No, I'm just kidding. I was able to come to this possible conclusion. It was all a mess. And I'm determined to get to the bottom. Obviously, he wasn't a white boy.
Ancestry 23 ain't no joke. So did I tell you guys what I found when I did mine?
What?
Like, so I did Ancestry instead of 23andMe. I put them together. That's what's gonna happen. They're gonna merge. It don't fucking matter.
Yeah.
Basically. And we all wanted to see where I got my ass from. I have no clue. It is a rogue ass because I am the whitest of the whitest.
I mean,
ever.
British women are
every
very
once in a while.
voluptuous.
I mean, okay, but we'll see. Whatever. This is what. Okay. Anyway, moving on. But there are a lot of articles and stuff in there. And then I was putting together like pieces of my tree. So my Uncle Al, which is my paternal uncle, he was on there. And for some reason, it listed him as my cousin. And so I was like, well, hold on, like a first cousin, right? Because uncles are not, they're supposed to have more DNA than a first cousin, right? Yeah. So I went through and I did like all their little DNA genetic like stuff to see. And they were like, no, you cannot, like there is a far distinction between that. But that makes sense because I'm pretty sure my biological father has a different father. And so I was like, how am I going to bust this out? Because fuck, we don't keep secrets. So I told him, because I was like, he deserves to know maybe. I was like, whatever. But I was like, hey, have you ever done Ancestry or whatever? And he was like, no. I said, well, I did one. I said, but came up kind of weird. I was like, turns out Uncle Al is like my first cousin. I was like, but that's not right. So somebody has a different dad. Yeah. And then I just dropped it. And he was like, huh. Well, I don't think it's... And I was like, could it be you?
But he's supposed to be your uncle?
Yeah, he's my... Like, so my grandma and grandpa had 4 kids. Yeah, he's supposed to be my uncle.
Yeah.
Okay, so the
so
oldest...
let's break this. Let's do a little...
Your, Uncle Al and your dad.
And your dad.
My Uncle Al is the oldest.
So maybe your grandma.
No, it's... Listen, we all know that she had an affair, definitely. Like, we all believe
this,
but
say,
people
baby,
don't want to
totally
admit it. But also, my mom told me this, and my mom lies a lot, so I believe this forever, so it could not be true.
But it has to be in the family.
No. Because they would be half
cousin.
siblings. If he's my cousin, and he's his half sibling, that's probably exactly how it ends up that way.
You're right.
Like, that's what it
that's
said.
from your mom. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Grandma, I mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
But my grandma managed a Dairy Queen for like 30 years or something. But the guy
fucking on the soft serves?
No, she was, I think, pretty much fucking the owner. His name was like Wayne or whatever, and he owned the golf course that Steve like lived on rent free for years. So
there it is.
There it is.
And also, Wayne had this wild ass, crazy ass, curly, like coarse. It was like a tight white man like just fro.
Way fro.
Yeah.
It was swarthy.
Yeah, it was just very, and so Steve has very tight curly hair like that, and he's like, the other like family members have wavy hair, like it's very different. I'm telling you, maybe my ass came from Wayne.
So
Burn.
Dairy Queen has delicious burgers.
They do.
They're so good.
If you have not had a Dairy Queen burger, you are slipping on it.
That's the only thing I got from that story because this is day This is day 10. Tell a friend of my liquid cleanse.
And
wow.
Dairy Queen burgers sound absolutely delicious right now.
I've only had the chicken fingers.
The chicken fingers are good. That little basket.
Yeah,
Let's
I like
stop
that
talking
Their
about
fries
it.
are terrible.
You brought it up.
Yeah,
Exactly.
No,
You
Now I'm
brought it
hungry.
up.
Now I'm
Anyways,
hungry.
so this has been Web Chronicles, the family secrets.
Fucks again.
That's
Fucks
what we'll
get
be.
in.
Listen, tune in. How
Tune
many?
in next
What do we
week.
got? Like 5 weeks to make it through?
Three
Three.
weeks.
Okay, so but 3, but then we
3 or
drop it
4?
after that. Oh,
Yeah.
well, no,
So
maybe
4-ish.
we'll record. Would you guys like to do a Fucks Getting like Thanksgiving recording?
We'd have to bring all this equipment there.
Do we? Can we just go live?
We'll see. We'll see how we feel.
Oh, well,
Remember
I
the
might.
last time I tried to go live and like the computer wouldn't fucking work? That shit like I'm not.
No, I'm just saying I'm gonna hold up my fucking phone. We're just gonna do it
okay.
old school like that, and we can bring Fucksgiving to Ian. Yeah,
We'll see. We'll see.
Esther doesn't want any part of it. She's about to be all up in it, so
I'm gonna be in it anyways.
I might actually be the video. Maybe that'll be a gift to everyone, but the people around us. Maybe I'll be the videographer for all.
Videographer.
That's what I said. Okay, whatever. I'm done. All right, follow us.
Follow us with _ENR. Blah blah blah. Tell us your family secrets. Whatever. Fuck it. We'll do a part 2.
Listen, if you need help busting out a family secret, you know I got you.
Rachel has no
dude.
secrets.
I really
so.
don't. Plus, I like to just.
I think she
destroy
did
things.
post that. My family has no secret.
I did at one point. There are
My
no
family
secrets
has
in
a
my
lot of secrets. Like it only comes up like that. My half brother only came up because he was like, "What's up, bro?" I'm like, "Part of your fucking seed. What's up? Came from your nuts. Forgot about me."
That's just telling us how babies are born. You know what time it is.
Fuck off. Whatever. Okay, I'm done.
All right.
So yeah, my family only has secrets that like
From
come
the
up
nuts.
from the outside.
Or
and,
vaginas.
We never tell secrets willingly. Anyways, so
I do.
yeah,
Whatever.
follow us, whatever. You know,
Eat a
fuck off.
burger in my name.
I'm about to. All
We'll
right.
talk to you guys
Bye.
next week. Bye.